Hi guys, it's Daniel here, and today we're going to do the problem number 1 of Project Euler. Now, Project Euler is a website where you write code to solve problems instead of doing pure math, so today we're going to write some code. For this video and all videos after this about Project Euler, we'll only do the easiest problems because we don't want to spoil the challenge for other people. Now, if you want to try it yourself, the link is, well, it's right here, but I'll also put it in the description below as well. So without further ado, let's look at the problems. If we have all the natural numbers below 10 that are multiples of 3 or 5, we get 3, 5, 6, and 9. The sum of these multiples is 23. Find the sum of all the multiples of 3 or 5 below 1000. Now, some key points here is that we want to find the sum of all the multiples of 3 or 5 that are below 1000, so not including 1000. So let's go look at what we can do. First of all, we have to create our main. Can't forget that. Now, in this video, I'll be using Java, but in future videos, hopefully I can use other programming languages to get a more even spread, but the only problem is that I don't know any other programming languages, so I'll have to learn those. We want to find the sum, so it's a good idea to create an integer variable called sum. And let's set it to 0 for now, since we want to add stuff to it later. Now we want to loop through all the integers from 1 to 999. So let's create a loop. In this case, I'll be using a for loop. Let's have an integer start at 1 and never exceed 1000. Finally, we want it to increase by 1 each time. Now we have a loop that goes through all the integers from 1 to 999. We can test if they're multiples of 3 or 5. So let's create an if statement. Excuse me. So first, we want to see if it's a multiple of 3. So let's do, if I is mod 3 is equal to 0, this basically just means that I is a multiple of 3. Or, whoops, what happened there? Or I mod 5 is equal to 0. Then we add I to the sum. So this. Now we found the sum of all the integers from 1 to 999 that are multiples of 3 or 5. We can just print sum out now, like that. So let's go through this code again. First, we have an integer variable called sum that we initially set at 0 because we want to add stuff to it later. Then we create a for loop that loops through all the integers from 1 to 999. Finally, we have an if statement that tests if these integers that we loop through is a multiple of 3 or a multiple of 5. Then we add them to the sum. And finally, we print sum out in the console. So let's run this and see if it works. And we get 233168. And I know for a fact that this is indeed the correct answer because I already did the problem before, but there we have it. We're done.
Today we're going to be doing vectors again, like I said. The other two times should get you ready for this question, and you might even be able to solve it on your own. It's sort of a practice.